Hello and welcome to WCW 2000 here on Spike Piledriver. We've got every WCW championship on the line, including the main event of Hulk Hogan defending his title against Lex Luger. We've got the US title on the line, the tag titles, the cruiserweight title, the hardcore title. I think that's it, actually. Welcome to Total Extreme Wrestling 9. This is Spike Piledriver, where we are rebooking WCW 2000. And it's great fun. Before we get into the show, we do need to consult our mystery random booker, which is the random twist that we have to do every show after we've booked it. And we've got to have a big main event match without any build, and we're kind of already doing that. There isn't much build to this one. No, I'm doing that again. There's too much going on this show to do that. Next junction, Splitsville. Okay, an established tag team must break up tonight without any real warning. Book them in a match at the next pay-per-view. Well... Okay, let's see what we can do here. The only tag team match we've got is the Revolution against Harlem Heat and Kurt Hennig and Dustin Rhodes. So the only team really that's established out of those is Booker and Stevie, who have literally just got back together. Now, let's change the road agent note here. So Dustin Rhodes isn't the one losing. It can be Stevie Ray. And then afterwards, we can have some dissension between them and they'll just split back up again, even though we've just turned Stevie face again. Right. We'll flip-flop them. Harlem Heat argue. Harlem, I literally wish I hadn't turned him back. If I just kept him as turning instead of turned, we could have done this and it would have been seamless. In the ring, Angle, save that. Booker and Stevie argue after their loss. Could the reformation of Harlem Heat be over already? Let's see if we can remember to book them in a match next time around. Right, where's Booker? We can do some character development there, and Stevie as well. Not Steve Armstrong, Stevie Ray. He can do some character development as well. Okay, right. Let's see what we do there. I mean, do we turn Booker heel? Maybe that's what we do here. Shall we? Let's have a look on the roster if Booker T can turn heel. Can he? Let's have a look. Handle turn. No recent turns. Let's turn him heel. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's just turn him heel. Let's go full bore. Stevie turns around to leave, and Booker smacks him from behind and drops him with a bookend. Okay, there we go. The old double turn. Road agent notes. Turn. Booker T. Wow. What an absolute mess. Now, you will hopefully, potentially, maybe, remember, on Nitro, we had an angle with Kevin Nash and Ric Flair, where Flair said he'd got things in store for Nash tonight. Well, we're not doing anything about it. Essentially, there's nothing to do. Nothing is happening with Kevin Nash at all and Ric Flair. So Flair lied. Flair's not even on the show. Nash isn't even on the show. The show is basically all of the matches we had booked and promos with Mean Gene, because it's a pay-per-view and that's the kind of thing that WCW does. It's just, apart from that angle you've just seen there. Right, let's go with this. I'll be honest, there's enough mayhem going on without anything else happening. Let's get into the show and see how we do. Right, to start the night, we have a video highlight package of how we got from wherever we started to Hogan against Luger tonight. So Sting was the number one contender, then he got injured, then Sid took him out, then Sting became number one contender again, then Sid took him out again, and Luger got involved, and Luger turned face, and Luger's now the number one contender after beating Sid. Sid's not booked tonight, Sting's not booked. It's absolute chaos, essentially, and Hogan's still champion even though he's not been on Nitro for 2 weeks because he's too expensive and a bit of a jerk. But that's how we got here. Crowd started out reasonably well. Hogan penalised for his personal issues. Sid's got a groundswell of public support, even though he's not booked tonight. 68. We'll book him again tomorrow, don't worry, to start the show. First match is Jeff Jarrett against Vampiro, and despite being off his game, Vampiro gets the victory. So this is the nail in the coffin of Jeff Jarrett's run. Vampiro bumped up a nice victory there. 55 rating for this one. This is just everyone getting their revenge on the NWO for trying to run roughshod over the show on Nitro a couple of weeks ago. Vampiro was one of their victims. He gets the nice, simple victory tonight. Maybe that's what Flair's plans were for Nash. Just keep him out of the arena and stop all of the interference from the NWO. I guess that probably is it. We'll go with that. Why not? Unspoken, but we'll go with it. 17,750 in attendance, by the way, in the Birmingham Jefferson Civic Centre, which is a lot. 55 for that one. Then we go to Shane Douglas, who is our first guest with Mean Gene. The whole Revolution is with him as well, actually. And they're talking about their upcoming matches. So the first few matches on the card are all from the Revolution. And I'm not actually sure whether I've added Mike Awesome into the Revolution yet or not, but I'll do that in a second. So Douglas and Kidman looking to retain their titles. Malenko and Saturn need to recapture the tag titles that were stolen from them last week. Doesn't matter who's in their way, the Revolution always have a plan. Douglas then tells us to go and watch the next match where their latest member, Mike Awesome, will destroy 3 jabronis in the ring. Mike Awesome, obviously, is the ECW champion still. He's only got a few weeks left with them, and they still haven't got the title off him. I'm going to go back to the booking screen now and have a look at our stables and the Revolution and realise I haven't added Mike... Oh, no, not add stable. Modify stable. We want to add Mike Awesome into the Revolution. And he can be the muscle. Muscle, there we go, save. Because he should be in the Revolution after last week, and now he is. Right, let's go back to the show, where Mike Awesome defeats the Armstrongs in a terrible handicap match, but he absolutely destroys them with an awesome bomb. Carried the match in terms of performance, put in a good showing on his own. Armstrongs weren't so good. He literally doubled their in-ring performance. Mike Awesome, I've got a good, good plan for the future, and we want to push him, but I don't know how we're going to push him. I say plan. I want to push him. I don't really have a plan on how to push him. He's just going to destroy people and not be a fat chick thriller, because why? 31 rating is a little bit disappointing, but why not? Came out of the match looking good. Next up, the newly reunited Harlem Heat tell Mean Gene that their issues are in the past. It's just what brothers do. Booker and Stevie are looking to take the tag titles once again, as they are the greatest tag team in WCW history. Oh dear. 43 for that one. Right, next up, hardcore title match. Shane Douglas defends against Sabu, and he wins within just over 5.5 minutes after Mike Awesome stuck his big face and nose and head and boot and Awesome Bomb in. I'm picturing him springboarding into a clothesline again and taking Sabu out. Pittsburgh Plunge gets the job done, though. Hardcore title defended for the second time for Shane Douglas. This one gets a 59, which is not a bad rating. The crowd still unclear, though, as we get through this show. We haven't had an absolute banger to get them on side yet, but we shall see. We'll hopefully they'll get there by the end of the night. We go back to Mean Gene, and Chris Benoit is looking to regain his US title. He says the NWO might think they have the upper hand, but he'll meticulously take apart Scott Steiner and prove them wrong. 40. Benoit can't cut great promos. There we go. Moving forward, you can see you're back. Oh, how can Billy Kidman and Rey Mysterio not click? That is nonsense. Utterly nonsense. Right. This is bombed. Ray was off his game as well. Kidman makes defense number 6 of the Cruiserweight title. It was designed to go and steal the show, and they absolutely failed at it. 12.5 minutes of apparently passable action, but Billy Kidman gets the defense with a shooting star press. This is disappointing because I had expectations that these pair would put in a good match because it's Billy Kidman and Rey Mysterio. Of course I would have that expectation. 45, though, is about 20 marks lower than I was expecting. Great. Kidman wins. Kidman continues rolling on in his domination of the Cruiserweight division after his heel turn. But going forward, right, well, we've got a decent angle here as Scott Hall talks to Mean Gene. DDP is on the outside looking in. We're still going with that pun. And he'll stay there after tonight's match. NWO need to get the WCW title back home, and they're going to pick off everyone who stands in their way. And the only people who are currently standing in their way are the people who they randomly beat up and put in their own way. So it's their own fault, really. They could have had a clean shot at Hogan if they'd have just, played within their own game rules. Well, I don't know. It's uncensored. 56 for the angle. Scott Hall's still got a hot catchphrase. And there we go. Next. A good match. Finally, a good match. The Revolution defeated Harlem Heat and Kurt Hennig and Dustin Rhodes in a 3-way tag team title match. Harlem Heat eliminated first. Kurt Hennig and Dustin Rhodes then defeated by the Revolution, who win back the tag team titles. They're now 2-time champions. Everyone put in pretty good performances. Tag team specialist bonus for Malenko and Saturn as well, but a 60 overall for this match. I mean, we got Hennig and Rhodes on the card, so why not? And Harlem Heat are disintegrating because afterwards, Booker and Stevie argue the reformation could already be over. Stevie turns around, Booker smacks him from behind and drops him with a bookend. We are turning him heel. Too many... Okay, great. Suffered as a result. Didn't go down particularly well. It's too quick of a turn, apparently. It's a shock. It's WCW 2000. This is what you should be used to. Get over yourselves, fans. Right, Booker T's now a heel. Not quite sure how we're going to go with that one, but maybe it'll push him up the card and he can become world champion as a heel. Never mind. 46. DDP talks to Mean Gene, and he's pumped up about taking on Scott Hall tonight. NWO think they run the show, but Page wrote the book. Literally. He literally had a book. He's plugging Positively Page, which I think came out in February 2000. I hope it did anyway, because we're plugging it tonight and it's March, so fingers crossed. It's already out. I can't remember when he was doing his Positively Page book and when Canyon started taking the piss of him. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it was 2000, but I could have checked, but it's WCW 2000, so why would I do any sort of fact-checking of what we're booking? Because why would it need to make sense? 62, crowd still unclear. We haven't won them over. I'm disappointed we haven't managed to get them at least to something positive. But not like that, oh dear. I forgot we got this one on the card. Bam Bam Bigelow takes on Randy Savage and destroys him. Dominates. 4 minutes. Pinfall with a greetings from Asbury Park. Randy Savage is leaving soon. And Bam Bam gets the victory. The crowd are disinterested after seeing that. Maybe they don't want to see Randy Savage leave. Okay, Madness Inc. was a failure, but that's what the random booker told us to do. Yeah, 35, not great. Crowd gone. Moving on. No. Clearly unhappy Scott Steiner threw in shoot comments and references that were both uncalled for and left 99% of the audience confused. It's a Scott Steiner promo. That's what it's about. He tells Mean Gene that all the freaks love his peaks and he makes short work of crippled Chris Benoit tonight because the freaks are lining up out the door and they call him... They want to find out why they call him the big bad booty daddy. Holla if you hear me. I assume he also made comments about Vince Russo and Ric Flair. Who else does he not like? Everyone. Let's just assume he ripped everyone to shreds and the crowd were like, what are you on about, mate? Never mind. This is annoying. 39. Disinterested. We ain't going to win them back with what we've got planned at the end of the card. That's for sure. What changes have we got to... Oh, Kevin Nash is apparently at ringside for this one. Oh, Kevin Nash interfered. That's good booking, because I thought we'd forgot to book him. Never mind. Scott Hall defeats DDP after the Outsider's Edge and interference, apparently from Kevin Nash, who I forgot I'd booked. I thought I'd given him the night off. Never mind. Kevin Nash is subtly hinting at a face turn still. DDP and Hall don't click. They've got no chemistry. This show is going off the rails. Wonderful. He's in poor form still as well. Extremely poor form. Come on, he's been working every week. Why is he in poor form still? 51. This show's gone off the rails. The comment the other day about getting potentially a 70 rating for this. You've not been watching for long enough. You think we're going to get a 70 out of this shit show. Next up, we want to continue without addressing it. Yes. We're not turning him heel. We're not turning him face after an interference. Lex Luger's back with Mean Gene. Mean Gene is the hardest working man in TV tonight. And pay-per-view, sorry. Luger is fortunate enough to step in the ring for the injured Sting tonight. He'll do his best friend proud when he brings home the WCW title once again. He promises that once Sting is back to 100%, he'll get the title shot that he earned and then lost and then earned again. 50. Nobody can cut a good promo tonight. Nothing's happening. The crowd don't care. Only a couple of matches left. Let's see if we can get there. Okay, good. Good match. Steiner and Benoit have got good chemistry. I don't know why I'm pointing at the screen. You can't see... Well, you can see... It's behind... Hang on. That way or that way? I don't know. Fantastic. Good match. Steiner beats Benoit with a Steiner recliner and makes his first defense of the US title. Clean as a whistle. Or a sheet. The crowd are interested again, but still unclear. 66 rating for the match, which is one of our best. I mean, it's a bit late in the day to start doing good stuff. Why did Steiner's off his game as well, so that's... If Steiner was on his game, who knows? We could have got a 70 rating out of that one. But Steiner's off his game. He gets the victory, though. I mean, why is he still angry? I don't know. But he's cutting shoot promos. He's pissing everyone off, confusing fans. Still getting booked well, though, aren't you, Scott? Come on. If you keep doing things like that, I'll stop pushing you. And I don't want to stop pushing you because I like Scott Steiner. Next up, final promo of that. Hogan can't even get a good rating with a promo now. Hogan with Mean Gene. He had to take a couple of weeks off to rest up. Cost too much money. But he's back tonight and better than ever. And it looks like the spinning wheel of challenges stopped on Lex Luger. But Hogan is more complete than the total package, brother. He enjoyed the freedom to go off script, perform well, but still penalised for his personal issues. His personal issues being that he's a creative control. That's the word, isn't it? He's abusing his creative control, refusing to job to anyone, and generally being an expensive waste of space. And can't even pull a good rating out when he's in a promo, which is what he's good at. 54, not good enough, Hulk. And it's reasons like that, which is what happens next. It's your fault. We had a fantastic match where Lex Luger defeated Hogan after Vince Russo called a submission in the torture rack that didn't actually happen. We screwed him. Hulk screwed Hulk. Hogan, get your fat ass out of here, brother. Luger's the new world champion. Hogan's been screwed. Sorry, Lex. Lex was a willing participant. None of our referees wanted to referee for a screw job, so I had to do it myself. Luger didn't even put in a good performance. Hell. 57. We've screwed Hogan. I can't wait and see the fallout of this one. Hulk, sorry, but you've got to actually lose sometimes. I personally didn't give you creative control. You're abusing it. You wouldn't even job. I asked him the question, literally, before I booked this show. Would you lose to Goldberg? No. Goldberg's the most over person on the roster. He wouldn't lose to him. Wouldn't lose to Nash. Wouldn't lose to Luger. Wouldn't lose to Sting. Wouldn't lose to anyone. Page. Anyone. Any of the other main eventers wouldn't lose to Savage. Hall. Anyone. So, we screwed him. It's the Alabama screw job. I have no mercy. Screw you, Hulk Hogan. Luger's confused. Hogan's confused. Luger's handed the WCW title. We've got a new champion. Cut the feed before anything else happens. Hogan is left looking dumbfounded. Luger's the new world champion. That's uncensored. And screw you, Hulk Hogan. Stop using your creative control for everything. We're going to fire you. That's what we're going to do. Publicly fire you. I can't wait to see the chaos that screw job has caused. Overall rating of a 61, which is a bit pants, honestly. We lost popularity in 9 regions, grew in 7. Should have grown elsewhere, but we got limited number of viewers elsewhere. Address the hot locker room. Hulk Hogan, how do we turn you to... What do we say? Verbally eviscerated. There we go. Hogan is furious. Yes, I'm furious with you as well. Financial report. We made a bit of profit. We're 7 million in the red. This save can't last for much longer, can it? Yeah. Down. Up in Europe, though. Should we do a media? Yeah, okay. Let's do a media scrum. Why not? WCW is having cash flow issues. You turned a profit tonight. Has the company turned a corner? Yeah, let's lie. Trust me, WCW will be financially stable. Sources backstage saying morale's abysmal. This is the first media scrum I think I've ever done on this game. Do you feel responsible for this? Morale's great. Everyone loves her. Oh no, that's not worked. It's a blatant lie. Morale down. Made it seem like you didn't know what's going on, causing your booking reputation to take a hit as well. Okay, great. Apparently Sting has taken Yang as his protege. Yep, sounds like a good pairing. Do you have any comments about Ric Flair not being uncensored? Quite public about being snubbed? Yeah. Yeah, stop being unprofessional, Ric Flair. Didn't go down very well. We're going to have to get rid of Flair soon as well, aren't we? Horace Hogan is angry. Why? There are rumours he may be considering leaving. Is this the beginning? Yes. Still, no, he's not a big part of my plans. He needs to learn to be a team player. Yeah, I didn't go. This is an utter mess. Benoit and the Hollywood Brother are said to be at odds with each other. Fully support Benoit. Sorry, Hollywood Brother. Dean Malenko's happy. Eddie Guerrero's happy, Perry Saturn's happy, Chris Jericho's happy. I mean, 2 of those don't work here, but 2 of them do. Excellent. Media scrum complete. What a mess. No questions about Hulk Hogan getting screwed. That surprises me. I want to see the mailbox after this show, because quite frankly, I'm expecting it to be an absolute dumpster fire. We've got a decision as well. Wonderful. Right. D'Lo Brown has married his partner. Excellent. Pay-per-view. Wonderful. Relationship with Brian Knobbs has gone from none to a strong dislike. I wonder why that is. Pay-per-view got 70,000 buys. Oh dear. This is a mess. And we got 85,000 watching it on TV. Wonderful, yeah. I want to see what this decision is. Decision. Release request from Hulk Hogan. Yes. Okay, contract release request from Hulk Hogan. He's unhappy and wants to leave. Released from his... I don't have to pay anything to end his contract. Get the fuck out of here, Hulk. Goodbye. Gone. See ya. Out of the door. Right. Who has a good relationship with Hulk Hogan and is on my roster still? So, let's have a look at his personal details. Jimmy Hart, gone. Horace, gone. Brian Knobbs, gone. I think that's it. Yeah, he hates Luger now as well as me. So, Jimmy Hart, Horace Hogan, Brian Knobbs, where are you? Let's do this now. We are cleansing the roster. Brian Knobbs, I want to just get you out the door. Release. Bye-bye. Don't care if it costs me 90 grand. He's gone. Jimmy Hart. Yep. Sorry, mates. You're gone. Another 80 grand. Out the window. Horace Hogan. You're gone. I mean, sorry, Mike, but I don't care. Hopefully Mike Awesome's not annoyed with me. Is he annoyed? He's probably going to be annoyed. He's very angry. He's very angry at the firing of... Oh, I bet everyone's angry at the screw job of Hulk Hogan, aren't they? Let's just... Where's Lex? I bet Lex is angry as well. Oh, he's pleased. He's pleased. He's annoyed. Oh, he doesn't care. Lex is like, I don't care. What happens. Screw you, Hogan. I bet it's Bischoff annoyed. Bischoff's not even bothered. Bischoff and Hogan aren't even friends anymore. Wonderful. Does anyone else have Booker's angry? He's angry. Yeah. This might have not been my best decision, I'll be honest. But looking at the backstage morale, yeah, the Hogan screwjob's on there. The morale's abysmal, but it was fun. It was fun, wasn't it? You gotta admit, screwing Hulk Hogan is fun. I mean, the open forum meetings are literally a notable factor as well for the last few shows. We've still got to stop doing them. Super Bowl was a success, though. Thanks for watching, guys. This has been an absolute mess. Lex Luger is somehow our new world champion. Hogan was champion for 28 days. He's gone, though. Bye-bye, Hulk Hogan. Scott Steiner's still the US champ. Tag champs are back to being Dean Malenko and Perry Saturn. Yeah, that was a short reign for Hennig and Rhodes. Cruiserweight champion is Billy Kidman. I think he's the longest reigning champion now. And Shane Douglas is the hardcore champ. So the Revolution are taking over. But we've got a new top dog, 3-time champ Lex Luger. Oh dear, what a mess. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have enjoyed this absolute chaos of a show, we're probably going to have Nitro tomorrow because it's Monday. That's generally how things work. Get yourself subscribed. Watch the rest of this playlist, the rest of this series. We're 3 months in now, nearly. Also, check out Local to Global 1992 here on the channel as well. That's a fun save. We don't screw Hulk Hogan in that one, though. So if this has been your cup of tea, that one might not be. Anyway, thanks a lot for all of the support here, the channel. I hope you enjoyed this mess of a show. Uncensored, in typical WCW fashion, has been chaos. But I've enjoyed it, at least. There's a big smile on my face. I hope you've enjoyed watching that unfold. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.